Epictetus. Never depend on the admiration of others for self-satisfaction. It is a fact of life that other people, even people who love you, will not necessarily agree with your ideas, understand you always, or share your enthusiasm. Try not to react merely in the moment. Pull back from the situation. Take a wider view. Compose yourself. As you think, so you become. Our busy minds are forever jumping to conclusions, manufacturing, and interpreting signs that aren't there. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Caretake this moment. Immerse yourself in its particulars. Respond to this person, this challenge, this deed. Quit evasions. Stop giving yourself needless trouble. It is time to really live, to fully inhabit the situation you happen to be in now. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. No man is free who is not master of himself. Suffering arises from trying to control. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. If you want to improve, be content to be thought. It is difficulties that show what men are. God has entrusted me with myself. No great thing is created suddenly. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Authentic happiness is always independent. It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but when you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. If you want something good, get it yourself. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power or our will. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. I laugh at those who think they can damage me. They do not know who I am, they do not know what I think, they cannot even touch the things which are really mine and with which I live. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single hope. Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Which is why it is essential that we not respond impulsively to impressions. Take a moment before reacting, and you will find it easier to maintain control. Do not try to seem wise to others. The flourishing life cannot be achieved until we moderate our desires and see how superficial and fleeting they are. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. You can be happy if you know this secret. Some things are within your power to control and some things are not. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. God has entrusted me with myself. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Suffering arises from trying to control what is uncontrollable, or from neglecting what is within our power. Try not to react merely in the moment. Pull back from the situation. Take a wider view. Compose yourself. You have been given your own work to do. Get to it right now. Do your best at it, and don't be concerned with who is watching you. Create your own merit. Freedom and happiness come from understanding and working with our limits. Begin at once a program of self-mastery. Stick with your purpose. Do not seek external approval. Do not worry about anything outside of your control. The only things you command are your thoughts and actions. We choose our response. Stop aspiring to be anyone other than your own best self, for that does fall within your control. Unremarkable lives are marked by the fear of not looking capable when trying something new. Other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by unwittingly adopting negative, unproductive attitudes through your associations with others. Have the wisdom to know what cannot be changed, and the strength to change what can. It is your own convictions which compels you, that is, choice compels choice. He who is free in the body, but bound in the soul is a slave, but on the contrary he who is bound in the body, but free in the soul, is truly free. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Events do not just happen, but arrive by appointment. What ought one to say then as each hardship comes? I was practicing for this, I was training for this. Every habit and faculty is preserved and increased by correspondent actions. Every habit and faculty is preserved and increased by correspondent actions. Fortify yourself with moderation, for this is an impregnable fortress. Life is short. Prefer honest life to long yet shameful life. To accuse of others for one's own misfortunes is a sign of want of education. To accuse oneself shows that one's education has begun. To accuse neither oneself nor others shows that one's education is complete. It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but the foolish to be a slave to them. You should act without the approval of others. If you seek truth, you will not seek victory by dishonorable means, and if you find truth, you will become invincible. It takes more than just a good-looking body. You've got to have the heart and soul to go with it. Be not diverted from your duty by any idle reflections the silly world may make upon you. Only the educated are free. Freedom is the right to live as we wish. Keep death and exile daily before thine eyes, with all else that men deem terrible, but more especially death. Then wilt thou never think a mean thought, nor covet anything beyond measure. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control.